Hello, and welcome back to the Final Frontier. Today, we confront a reality that's impossible to ignore: global warming. It's no longer just a theory or distant warning. It's here, it's real, and it's reshaping our planet faster than we ever imagined. Stay tuned as we uncover the undeniable evidence of how our Earth is changing before our eyes. Across the globe, lakes that have supported life for millennia are now vanishing. From the Aral Sea in Central Asia to Lake Pupo in Bolivia, this footage captures the heartbreaking reality of once thriving ecosystems reduced to barren wastelands. The loss of these vital water sources disrupts biodiversity, cripples local economies, and displaces countless people who rely on them for survival. It's a stark reminder of the far-reaching consequences of a warming planet. Antarctica continues to lose ice at unprecedented rates. What was once solid and impenetrable is now a fragile, melting landscape. Our mountain glaciers, often called the planet's water towers, are retreating too, threatening freshwater supplies for billions of people. This animation reveals a startling trend: Earth's temperatures rising steadily year by year. Each redder shade represents a step closer to irreversible damage, impacting every corner of our planet. If this trajectory continues, we risk crossing critical thresholds, triggering more extreme weather, loss of ecosystems, and devastating consequences for future generations. These predictions are a call to action, not just observation. Glaciers, which once symbolized the grandeur and resilience of nature, are melting faster than we ever thought possible. These breathtaking landscapes are fading into history, one meltwater stream at a time. Their retreat doesn't just reshape iconic mountain vistas, it threatens vital freshwater supplies for billions of people worldwide. Many major rivers, like the Ganges and Yangtze, rely on glaciers as their source, and their loss could lead to severe water shortages. Beyond that, melting glaciers contribute significantly to rising sea levels, endangering coastal communities and ecosystems across the globe. Each glacier lost is an irreplaceable piece of our planet's natural heritage. Underwater, the effects are just as devastating. Coral reefs, home to 25% of marine life, are dying due to warming oceans. This process, known as coral bleaching, is a tragic sign of how climate change is ravaging even the most remote ecosystems. As the corals die, the marine species that depend on them for shelter and food are left struggling to survive, disrupting entire underwater food chains. Beyond their ecological importance, coral reefs also protect coastlines from erosion and storm surges, meaning their loss puts human communities at risk too. A warmer climate contributes to melting polar ice and mountain glaciers, rising sea levels, more severe droughts. and longer fire seasons. Global warming doesn't just impact humans, it's affecting animals too. In Antarctica, penguins struggle as their icy habitat melts beneath their feet. Entire colonies are being forced to adapt to shrinking breeding grounds and diminishing access to food, such as krill, which also depend on the ice for survival. Meanwhile, in the Arctic, polar bears are finding it harder to hunt and survive as sea ice disappears. With less ice to hunt seals, their primary food source, polar bears are forced to swim longer distances and venture closer to human settlements, putting their survival at even greater risk. One of the driving forces behind these changes is the dramatic rise in carbon dioxide levels. This graph tells the story. Since the Industrial Revolution, CO2 levels have soared, trapping heat in the atmosphere and accelerating global warming. It's a reminder that every ton of CO2 we emit today pushes our planet further toward a dangerous future. Major sources of these emissions include the burning of fossil fuels for energy and transportation, deforestation, and various industrial processes, all of which release billions of tons of CO2 annually. To combat this crisis, we must transition to renewable energy sources, enhance energy efficiency, invest in reforestation efforts, and implement strict carbon regulations on a global scale. Every action counts in slowing down this trajectory. The dangers of global warming aren't just predictions, they're here. More frequent wildfires, catastrophic hurricanes, and rising sea levels are displacing millions of people. Climate change is a global crisis, and its impacts are escalating. Communities are facing food and water shortages, while infrastructure struggles to withstand extreme weather events. If we fail to act now, these challenges will only intensify, threatening the stability of societies worldwide. Cities near the sea, like Miami, Jakarta, Venice, and many others are on the front lines. As sea levels rise, millions risk losing their homes. But it's not too late to act. What can we do? Reduce our carbon footprint, use renewable energy, drive less, and consume responsibly. Support climate policies. Advocate for governments to take strong, science-backed action. Educate others. Share videos like this one to spread awareness. The fight against climate change isn't just for scientists or politicians, it's for all of us. Together, we can create a sustainable future. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you found this video informative, like it and subscribe to The Final Frontier. Let's keep exploring ways to protect our planet, one step at a time.